people. Well, as happy as you could honestly make it anyway, considering current events, but anyway, we're, as of now, 4 chapters into Nioh 2, and we've done the first main mission of said chapter with Pervading Waters, which ended up being a 2-parter, because the PS4 did not want to fucking behave. I need to stop swearing. Can't help it. And it was a pretty enjoyable level. It ended with a weird boss that I both liked, but also hated because of his grab attack. Well, actually, it was 2 bosses. We ended up fighting the Saika mercenary leader, Magoe. I can't remember. I'm getting a lot of characters' names confused at this point because there's just so freaking many of them. And you know, I did that. We got, of course, a bunch more side missions opening up, which of course I'll get to. Wait a minute. Could have sworn there was a mission around here that was like 4 blades. Maybe I did it already. I don't know. So, yeah. I did a little modding last night after I had signed off. And as of right now, I have equipped... I did away with my Snake Boy and replaced him with the Panther, who's being a big kitty right there. So I kind of want to give him a try. I mean, I love my snake, and symbolically, I prefer the snake. But I wanted to try and mess around with something else for a while and see how it turns out. And I hope to look forward to it. So, as far as the other spirit's concerned, I still have the shark equipped because I like how he is, or she is. Also, because I was curious about the placement of timing throughout the game's story, I went and did a little research. And you know how I kept getting confused about the relationship between Lady Oichi and Yodogimi, aka Lady Cha-Cha from the first game? Well, it turns out, well, they aren't the same person, which is what I kind of suspected, but then the game kind of threw me for a loop when it mentioned in dialogue from a corpse in the level where I fought Azai, her husband, where it turns out Yodogimi and Oichi are not the same person. Like, the game kind of threw me for a loop, like I kind of was like confused about. Turns out Yodogimi is Oichi's daughter, one of her 3 daughters, in fact. I can't remember the names of the other 2 because it was basically late last night when I looked it up. But you know, Yodogimi, of course, died in the Siege of Osaka along with Hideyori, and of the 2 other ones that I can remember, one of them ended up marrying into the imperial family and eventually had a great granddaughter who became an empress. So yeah, there's you think Game of Thrones it has a lot of family politics and rival clans wheeling and dealing with each other. Oh please, freaking Japanese Sengoku era history trounces Game of Thrones in terms of that, because there's so many figures throughout that period with that just kind of go all over the place, really. And Oichi did eventually remarry, but not to Tokichiro, aka Hideyoshi, Toyotomi Hideyoshi. And by the way, Tokichiro actually was a name that he did go by in the actual recorded history. So that part is correct. And of course, Oichi did eventually die, along with her second husband, and of the 3 daughters she had, Yodogimi was put under Hideyoshi's wing, where she became his second wife and consort, which of course is how Hideyori came about. Well, except in the game's version of events, where he was basically an alchemical creation due to spirit stones, but you know what I mean. And so on and so forth. And also, Hideyoshi actually had several siblings, all of which helped him in his ascent to power. But obviously, we have not seen him in this game. And of course, there's a reason for that, because, let's be honest, the Sengoku period had a lot of people involved to varying degrees. So, obviously, you can't focus on every tiny little detail in the game to honestly understand everything. You know, it's like Lord of the Rings. You could, like how you had to translate the books from the into the film. You could only take away certain things until it gets, modeling and confusing. So, yeah. Of course, if you're going into this game expecting a full history book of everything down to the last detail, you're not getting that. And of course, even I had to look up some things that I was confused about, because I was like, wait, what? And it gets especially confusing since a lot of these people in Japanese history, they had a tendency to get themselves new names or rename themselves whenever they transferred to everything from different title position or different clan or family house. So it kind of gets a little lost in the sea of terms and terminology, of words and terminology. So anyway, I figured I'd share that little tidbit. And also a minor correction. I kind of when I was describing the the transfer of power between Oda to Hideyoshi and and of course Ieyasu, I kind of may have blurted out the Oda actually having a shogunate, but no, it wasn't. It was the Ashikaga shogunate followed by the Tokugawa shogunate, and the reason why neither Oda nor Hideyoshi had it was because neither of them got to that point. Oda got killed before he could completely consolidate power. Hideyoshi pretty much continued where he left off, and then even going so far as to try and do more of what he wanted to do. Well, technically it was something they all wanted to do at the time. Basically try to conquer China. Hideyoshi tried to do that with an invasion of Korea. Before Tokugawa came into power and said, no more foreign-related anything. We're cutting everything off. Of course, we all know that would eventually be changed once, because, the Sino-Japanese War, the Russo-Japanese War, and all that would eventually happen. So, anyway, Tokugawa, of course, finished the job, took charge, and he got to the point where he formed a shogunate. So, yeah, just thought I'd make a couple of corrections while also explaining a couple of things that I learned off camera, because there's so much detail that in the background of this game, considering how close it is to the actual, to an extent anyway, of Japanese history, like Sengoku Bazaar and all that. Anyway, so what I want to do now is start the next side mission, and if I can, go into the next two. And the first one is Missing Gun. Listen up, Lord Nobunaga has entrusted me with some troops, and I will soon depart as well of the campaign to subjugate the countries of the Hokuriko region. In preparation, I sent for the finest of Sakai's guns, but it appears someone has stolen it while in transit. I'd rather not ask for your help, but I believe you to be the right person to retrieve this valuable weapon for me. Well, yeah, we helped him in the main mission. I wonder if that actually does anything. If you didn't help him in the main mission fighting off the big Oni with the tongue. You don't get it, but if you do help him, you do get it. I don't know. Same temple again. Same description again. Seriously, this temple, this Heian temple, and everything associated with it has been overused ridiculously. That in the forest. These are blue, so I can't fight them. Seems we're being relegated to one pass. Mace never actually hurt me. Took a bunch of my health though, and yeah, I'm in my old I'm in my Sohaya garb again because I freaking love that outfit. Not want the rifle, but okay. $100. Okay, he's fast for some reason. Why the fuck is he so fast? Fucking finally. Yeah, this is still a problem. They keep recycling the same level over and over for side missions, and it's tiresome. Splat. What is my level status exactly? 85? I love how when I hit him, he still hits me anyway. And he throws a bomb like a bitch. Fuck you. Great. Oh, out of freaking health elixirs because the game is being cheap. I don't even think I have it set to elixirs. No, I don't. And you know what? I don't have the patience. So I'm calling assistance. Yeah, I know, not exactly the proper way to play, but screw it. I don't have the time or patience to model around on a side mission that shouldn't even take that long because of bullshit. Nioh 1 could get away with it because it didn't have it, but since this game has it, I'm gonna abuse the fuck out of it whenever I see fit. And this is one of those times. Shut up, dog. Thank you, partner. Wait a minute. Why does it show 2 destinations? I'm confused. Oh, it must be because it's a fetch quest where you gotta check multiple places. Like that one quest where I ended up going in into the nearest chest, and I ended up finding what I needed to look for anyway, without even going to the other ones. It must be one of those. I also just remembered I have to do a fuck ton of powering up with my Onmyo and Ninjutsu because I need to do the proficiency for those because the game likes to pat itself out. Yeah, I'm still mad about that. Like, no, God forbid I be able to do the Ninjutsu and Onmyo dojo missions whenever I get further in the game, but no, I gotta do, like, modeling busy work to pad the game out in order to do that, which is annoying. I love how it completely missed. God forbid it actually hits anything. Shut up, dog. I don't want the spear. I want the elixir. Thank you. Do I go up to the temple, or do I go what's closer? I'll go over there. Oh, I ended up finding it anyway. Sorry, wench. Doesn't look like she had it. Evil Crusher. Oh, I found that one in the forge list, but never actually found it in the actual game. Well, in the levels anyway. Now I have. Can't wait to try it out myself. Uh-oh. Nope, I do not want the dung ball. Fuck that. I want nothing to do with it. I already did the Rio Nojo dung heap quest. I don't need to be reminded of it. And honestly, even if I could use them as a weapon, and the game says I can, I really don't want to, nor do I have any need to, so who cares, really? Sacrum. Okay, so the one back there was a decoy. Okay, I'm gonna die because of bullshit. I really hate the Axe Skeleton. He's so freaking overpowered. Always has been. You think you're safe? Nope. Comes and hits you with his axe anyway. He's like one of the simplest. He's like one of the most basic enemies, and yet he's one of the most annoying at the same time. And what the heck kind of scythe is that? And why don't I have it? Watch it be the Eagle Crusher Scythe. How much you want to bet? That's what it is. Nope, it isn't, but it looks cool, though. With that cool engraving on it. But I want to continue with the spear in the meantime, so... like to hit him, you stupid fucking game, and I lost my points. Seriously, he's right there. I'm thrusting at him. No, I die anyway. Ugh. Fuck this game. I love you, game. I really do. But you're not exactly being in my good graces right now. Oh, and yeah, I noticed, you know how, Oda Nobunaga and Tokichiro seem to age? While my character, I can be pretty much left as is, and Mumio actually hasn't aged at all? It's because, they both have that, I mean, you can obviously change the character, they allow you to do it, but the reason my Mumio doesn't seem to have aged much compared to everyone else is because she has a part of that she has a part of that magic sword that Saito Dojin had, which he explained prolonged his life. So that would explain a lot, really. Okay, where the fuck? Piss off. Probably a tea kettle. Come on, show me what he looks like. Nope. Oh, that was a close shave. You almost did it. I'll activate the cat as soon as I get all this. Okay, that missed for some reason. I don't really need the bracers, but okay. Gotta go in there again for the umpteenth time. Honestly, I think I like these crow ladies more than the snake ones. Because I have the whole baby thing really kind of adds more to them in terms of strategy. Adios, Aragog. Quaking. What do I want to use? I'll do this. Cat. So he doesn't. So I have a little backup. fuck am I losing health so badly? What the fuck, man? How is he getting me? He's shooting webs at me, but it's like ridiculously long. Okay, those spiders been ridiculously overpowered, despite it not even being that overpowered in the rest of the game. What the fuck? Don't you hate it where you face a regular enemy you faced like many times in the past, then all of a sudden you face them in another location and they've been beefed up in a way where it's just not fair? Because that's one of those situations. Oh yeah, fire a shotgun blast of web that shouldn't even be able to reach me despite me being 12, 20 feet away, but hit me anyway, because that totally makes sense. Fuck off. I'm not fighting that spider. Oh, of course he comes over and gets me. I did not have the Namahage equipped last time I checked. And look at that, she's gone. What happened to my reinforcements? Okay, I'm getting hit for no reason. Again. How the fuck am I getting hit so badly? Spider was never this powerful, or this fast. Heal, you idiot. I keep pressing the button. Oh, yeah. Very fair. Very fair. What the fuck? Seriously? The spider was never this powerful in the last two levels I fought it. What the fuck is going on here? I just love when the game pulls a cheap trick out of its ass and says, hey, remember this enemy that you fought a billion times but was totally manageable? Yeah, here's the same enemy but completely beef-caked up in a way where it's like, nah, it's not going to behave the same way it did the first time. Or the fifth time you fought it. Pisses me off. How much you want to bet the final enemy is going to be way easier than that one is? I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, I'm not going to go walk over there and trigger the big spider. Instead, I'm going to take care of this one, because he's just hanging there waiting to surprise me. Which is why I keep dying in the first part of the reason why I keep dying. And I have no idea why I have the Epondatra as my R2 square when I could have sworn I put the Namahagane there instead. It makes no freaking sense. Finally. Hear humming. Weird humming. I don't need these, but... Okay, let's go go to the shrine and see why it is that I'm not having and why it is that the freaking spirit that I want is not coming out. Ugh, that is why. There. Oh, great. I'm not used to the scream yet. Yeah, I'm not terribly used to predicting when she does the scream yet. I want it switched to low rank. Through the gut. It's okay, you don't need to die with regrets. You just did your duty. Jasper, Spirit Stone. Well, that was a very, very tedious level. I told you the actual final enemy would end up being easier than that freaking spider down there. Jesus. What? It was the Psycho all along? Do you think they would impersonate bandits to get in our way? You really can't tell what they're capable of. Anyway, you should take this gun. It's fine. It's the least you could get for your troubles. Oy. Okay. Song of the Yokai, refined man of the underworld. Dancing blade. Okay. Let me mod the title to reflect that. Let's see, gun we just did, and Song of the Yokai. Okay. I just remembered, I have a dojo, don't I? I'll do it after this quest. Or maybe I should do it now, just to get it out of the way. I should probably do it. Seems you've been busy traipsing from one bloody battlefield to the next, which is all well and good, but do you know how boring hell is? Getting tired of waiting. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get down to some training. You need it after all. Really. Referring originally to an underground spring, Yomotsuhira came to carry the meaning of hell, the abode of the dead, a land of eternal darkness that light cannot reach. Yomotsuhira Hill, which serves as the entrance to this place, is said to be teeming with hordes of yokai, as well as the spirits of those who have fallen in the seemingly unending wars that have scarred this era. That looks creepy. Wait a minute, I know this place. This is the hell level, which was like one of the like 3 most common side mission locations in the first game. Seems it's gone through a bit of a what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, right. That's right. I can't do that because I'm in training. I was confused there. How is it showing my skills, but everything's been locked up? That's because, oh, okay, I get it. That's because I'm here, not in the main level. Okay, fine. Never mind. I would like to hit him, game. And of course the game doesn't allow me to use anything else. Got him. Oh, that went better than I expected, actually. Good duel, master. I actually can't believe I managed that one. He was easier than the spider. How does that work? So wait, has he been dead the whole time? That's what it sounds like. Superb. It would seem that I have nothing left to teach you. Your technique with the blade has taken on a life of its own. You're heading into unexplored terrain where I believe you will perfect your techniques, and when you do, I shall face you again. Just don't keep me waiting too long. My body may have already perished, but I won't be around in this form forever, you know. So he's basically been a ghost the whole time, like he's freaking Obi-Wan. And we likely get an entry for him. Hanbei is supposedly dead, but we never actually saw it. And we learned last time that Toshimitsu is manipulating, is been possessed by the man in that by the demon man in the hat, and is manipulating Tokichiro behind everyone's back. Tsukahara Bokuden was one of the master swordsmen of the Sengoku period and the founder of the Kashima Shinto style. Born into the house of a Shinto priest, he learned the way of the sword from his father and adopted father, and eventually left his home as a youth to perfect his skills. He gained great fame in the capital as he defeated numerous renowned swordsmen. With each victory, the number of his disciples grew, and it was said that he could be seen with over 80 followers as he made his way throughout the land. Bokuden was responsible for teaching swordsmanship to the governor of Ise province, Kitabakatake Tomonori, and the shogun, Ashikaga Yoshiteru, to whom he passed on the secrets of his single tachi style. Despite spending a great deal of his life in duels and battles, it is said that Bokuden has never once been wounded by a blade. Despite countless challenges, Bokuden remains undefeated. Now while he wished to return to his hometown to live out his final years in peace, as one born into the household of a Shinto priest, he cannot rest easy, as the horrors of war feed the rampant surge of yokai being brought into the world. Well, he died at some point, apparently. Okay, now we can move on to the other mission. Wait a minute, how many points do I need for... Ugh, I'm only like barely halfway there with the ninjutsu. A little bit closer with the Nioh, funny enough, since it was the other way around last time. Hey, it's Kuroku again. I've been eager to go and try a bathhouse that has garnered a lot of attention recently, but as I approached, I felt something was off about the place. Felt almost like some malevolent being was haunting the place. Would you mind taking a look? I wouldn't be able to relax and unwind there until I know for sure that it's safe. It's gonna be the bathhouse from the first game, isn't it? How much you want to bet? In a volcano-rich country like Japan, hot springs are familiar and beloved spots. People here will visit public baths regardless of their social stature. Peasants, samurai, bandits, and even the occasional warlord are known to go there to heal their bodies and spirits. Legends even speak of ancient gods devoted to protecting hot springs, and and of yokai that occasionally dwell within. Yup, it is the bathhouse from the very first game. They brought it back. Yup, it's the very same. They brought it back and all the way down to its old layout. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I get it. This is leading into Nioh 1, but I would have liked a new location, or at least a variant of it, of an old location, compared to just copy-paste. But it is what it is. Okay, I don't know why it missed. Okay, I have one problem with the scythe. One very big problem with the scythe compared to all the other weapons. The grapple attack takes way too long to actually work. All the other weapons works perfectly nice because they don't take too long to honestly get to it. But in this case, it's like sometimes I'd be right next to an enemy, I'd whip out, I'd get it whipped out in order to get it. Oh, he wakes up out of it, and I completely miss the grapple attack, despite being not even a foot away from them, because for whatever reason, Team Ninja had the program the character to be all flashy with it, instead of getting straight to the point. Hey, you see that, right? It takes so frigging long for it to come back from that reach around. Oh yeah, it hit me. Never mind. Never mind that I can barely move in this damn place. You see why I hate the bathhouse? Not enough room to do anything. Yeah, I never really liked the bathhouse even back then. Oh, someone had jealousy issues. Yeah, I was never really the biggest fan of the bathhouse because it's littered with hallways where there's very little room to move, and it was always annoying. And I hate these motherfuckers just as much. Ugh. See, I freaking hate Omibuzos. They always interrupt up your attacks in like the worst ways, and I should have gone in the pool instead. I'm complaining a lot again. Why do I do this to myself? Work wiper. I have no idea what that one is. Pollute the spring. kick him while he's down. Oh, great. Wait. I heard a growl. Was it him, or was it was it a wall? Maybe it was just him, because I heard the noise that the secret doors tend to make. Maybe it was Worm Boy. I don't know. Nice. Okay, much more wide open areas like this, I'm perfectly fine with. Plenty of room to move. That's a Garasu headband. Looks like we gotta go up. Nowhere but up, Double D. Okay. Apparently the baths has been haunted by a bunch of very jealous, female yokai. Uh-oh. Even that guy is resting in there. Son of a bitch. I wanted to try and make these easier by taking out their heads with the sacred arrows, so that way I can get an easy stab on them. Easier said than done, really. Coolio. Oh, the scythe is so good. The scythe glaive, or yeah, it's called the switch glaive, but I like calling it either either or, really. I am running out of elixirs for whatever reason, which is not good. How do I get their attention? I love that one. Plops right back down and goes kaboom. Tombo Kiri. What's this? Red Demon Slayer. I think this was in the first game. Feels like it. Not a very good ninja. He was too focused on his kill and not paying attention to his environment. Okay, don't know what he was going on about. Another jealous yokai. Well, the women in this house had issues, apparently. Ah, damn it! I forgot that this level had a knack for trapdoors. No. Ah, god damn it. Okay. Fuck off. Go away, Mafiki. I'm not in the mood today. Almost blew it with that one. Okay, go back up so I can get the stuff that I missed, because walking in a straight line on those beams is, well, harder than it sounds. Do it again. Because of unexpected silliness. Ninja cutter. I wonder if you'll end if there's if there will be a DLC expansion, or if there is a hidden chapter near the end of the game where it's like fight the Hayabusa, like in the first Nioh, one of the last things you got to do in the final expansion was fight an ancestor of Ryu Hayabusa, which kind of loosely connects Nioh with the Ninja Gaiden games, or at least the newer ones. Which I thought was amazing. And I really would like there to be both a new Nioh and Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden especially needs a proper sequel, because 3 was not good, to say the least. In fact, it was like horse shit. It was so bad, in fact, that they immediately, a year later, ran out the Razor's Edge version, which was basically considered the definitive version. And for good reason. The game sucked. I mean, it was a moderate improvement, because, you know, they added back in weapons that were missing from the main game. I don't see anything. There was really nothing in those rooms, really. I'm gonna head back to the shrine, recharge, and then go take care of whatever it is that's in there. If I can get back there, anyway. Okay, what do I want to do? Do I want to keep unlocking more stuff, or do I want to level up the stuff that I like using? I think I might want to do that, leveling up the stuff that I use, so when the game gets harder, I have the better versions. I'll do that. Attack game. Let me attack game. Yeah, this spear was in the first Nioh. I remember it. And it belonged to one of the allied samurai. down because for whatever reason the game does not register context-sensitive attacks when too high up for whatever reason. Ninja because reasons. Extra points. Can't complain about that. That coming. What's this? Kohoku helmet? I'll take a look at it. Don't know if I have it. To attack game. I love to attack them, but the game keeps preventing me from doing it, even despite having sloths. Great, used up all of my health potions because of bullshit. Well, I'm definitely not going in there without assistance now. Yeah, I don't expect my to be a master of the game, quite frankly. I hardly feel like I am, but, you know. That's just me. Then again, who hasn't complained playing a hard game like this? Iroha. Oh, it's just an Enki, really? That's hardly anything to be scared about. Okay, that is certainly. Of course, the last time I ever thought lightly of an Enki, I got my ass kicked. You want to play with speed? I'll play with speed. That is if I can catch up to her anyway. Back room key. Dance of the Deities, eh? I like the look of the swordsman, Kusarigama. With the bronze or gold laced in the engravings. Well, can't find any more revenants. Who the heck is in here? Ooh la la. We got ourselves a pretty woman in here. Wait a minute. I know who this is. She was in the trailers. Well, I know from figure, but I don't know this character's name. Yeah.
あらあんた、不思議な香りね。助けてくれてありがとう。閉じ込められて困ってたんだよ。
Oh, she's both easy on the eyes and in the ears. Okay, so who are you, and what do you have to do with the greater story? Because you were in the trailers. We haven't seen you yet in this entire game. We haven't seen you yet in this entire game. What is your name? And when the hell can I get your outfit? I am Okuni of Izumo. I travel war-torn lands to dance and comfort the weary hearts of all those that suffer. Well, I know what you can comfort right now, pretty one. Yes. Excuse me. I've traveled far and wide and healed many people, but never before did yokai turn their attention on me. So that's what they were all riled up about. A pretty woman showed up and they all went nuts. Thank you truly. I hope I can repay you in kind someday in my own way. Yes, I bet you can. Ubi blah blah blah. I wager she was an actual person. I'm going to assume. Because many of these people in the game are, to some extent. I was half expecting Muramasa to be back there, just like he was in the first game, but no, we get the complete polar opposite. Okuni is a shrine maiden and a gifted dancer. She has a sunny disposition and a kind-hearted nature. She cannot stand idly by when she sees someone in trouble. She travels throughout the war-ravaged land, easing people's pain with her performances. Her elegant dance routines have garnered praise from all quarters, and indeed it seems she counts yokai among her fans, as they seem to flock to her in uncommon numbers. She ends up imprisoned by yokai in a bathhouse before being rescued by the protagonist. Well, I definitely know what outfit I now want to wear in the game. Ooh la la. Well, one other thing. Is she an actual person in history? I want to know. I want to know. Okay, Mom's calling me for some reason. Hold on. Sorry about that. As I was saying, according to this, Izumo no Ukuni, born 1572, so she fits within that time period, was the originator of Kabuki theater and was believed to be a miko at the Grand Shrine of Izumo, who began performing the new style of dancing, singing, and acting in a dry riverbed of the Kamo River in Kyoto. So wait, she created Kabuki theater? Really? She gathered up the female outcasts and misfits of the region of the Kamo River, especially those who were involved in prostitution, and gave them direction, teaching them acting, dancing, and her troupe was exclusively female. That's funny. So apparently, Kabuki Theater, when it first started, was led by her and an all-female co-stars that played both the female and the male roles. But nowadays, Kabuki Theater is well, male completely, with male actors performing as the female characters, or at least that's what I've been led to believe anyway. I wonder if it's a little more even now in terms of who does what. Okay, I just found it. She retired in 1610, and then disappeared sometime after, and in 1629, due to public outcry for quote moral reform under under the Tokugawa shogunate, forbade women from performing in kabuki and were replaced with young men as the actors. That would explain it. So basically, the moral busybodies, even of that time, were like, no, women can't do this. So they forced them all out and had the men replace them. So that explains it. Ugh, neo-Puritan busybodies. They were just as bad then, even over there, as they are now over here. And nowadays, we gotta deal with the social justice variety. Ugh. So either, regardless of how you look at it, it just had to be somebody that had to complain and ruin all the fun. Okay, so we ended up meeting a new character that may or may not actually be heavily involved. And it ended up being from rescuing her in a bathhouse of all places. Well, ain't that something? Say, the next side mission is to find a man of the underworld. Level up. And, of course, do away with the garbage. Dancing Blade. We just got that. Ah, I should have saved that, but then again, it probably wouldn't have. I think I could have soul fused that, but I think I didn't have enough cash to do it. And then again, screw it. Oh. Crimson Cannon. Shinobi Hood. Tactician helmet looks ugly. Greater Good. Isn't that Tokugawa's helmet? Pretty sure it was. Master Swordsman robes. Which look way better than the Yamabuchi robes, or whatever they're called. Scout. Scout. about as much as I can think of to do at the moment. Defense, luck. Use that one. And I think we're good. Alright, so we got one more over here, plus one down here, but I can't do it yet because there's still a couple of more... stuff. There's a training mission? Since when? It says Master the Dual Blades, so I'm guessing there's gonna be more training levels for different weapons. Which really doesn't make sense because we're already this far in the game. Let's look at some of this new stuff, shall we? Shrine Maiden. Yamabushi, I'm not a big fan of it. Just looks weird with the balls on it. Ah. Now that's more like it. Unfortunately, I need to level up a skill down there in order to get more use out of it. Which is the bad news. Okay. So what did, Master Swordsman require again? I do not want to do that. requires... something down there. It is skill. Skill. I need to level that up post-haste if I want to get more benefits out of those kinds of clothes. Otherwise, I'm going to be not in a good place. Okay, so we met a new character who I can't wait to see if I can get her equipment. We already got her sword, so the costume is what's left. And I think I've got it, well, I think I've got enough in me at the moment. So yeah, we got one more side mission right here, and then of course the next main mission here. But this still is locked, and it looks like there will be more training missions for other weapons, even though it's probably not necessary at this point. Even the first game did that. But I would like to do the third one now, but I gotta go use a bathhouse of my own at the moment. And I'm gonna take a break, and when I come back, we will do the next side mission, and hopefully go further. Let's see, and we'll see what happens. So that'll do it for this part. Be back later.